There are investment strategies that build real wealth, and schools never taught you a single one of them. Not in high school, not in college, not even in business class. You know what's more crazy? You can graduate high school knowing how to diagram a sentence, how to write a 20-page research paper. But nobody ever shows you practically how to turn $100 into $1,000, or how to make your paycheck grow while you sleep. Think about that. We spend 12 to 16 years preparing to earn money, but almost zero time learning how to multiply it. And then we wonder why most people work for 40 years and still feel financially stuck. I'm not your financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. But this is the conversation most of us should have had at 18. Today, we're breaking down the investment strategies schools never teach you, not because they're complicated, but because they change how you see money. The first lie: investing is complicated. Most people think investing is some advanced skill reserved for Wall Street analysts. Charts, tickers, breaking news. Buy low, sell high. It sounds intense, so people wait. They say, I'll start when I understand it better. I'll start when I make more money. I'll start next year. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Waiting is the most expensive investment strategy in existence, because investing isn't about intelligence, it's about time. Strategy number 1, own the system, not the lottery ticket. Let me ask you something. If 90% of professional stock pickers fail to beat the market long term, what makes the average person think they can? This is where schools failed us. They never explained that you don't need to find the next Tesla or Apple. You just need to own the system itself. That's index fund investing. When you invest in something like an S&P 500 index fund, you're not betting on one company. You're buying a tiny piece of the 500 largest companies in America. When they grow, you grow. When the economy expands, you expand. Over the past 50 plus years, the S&P 500 has averaged around 10% annually before inflation. Some years are ugly, some years are incredible, but over decades, it trends upward. Now here's where it gets powerful. If a 22-year-old invests $300 per month into a broad index fund, averaging 8 to 10% annually, by 62, they're looking at well over $1 million. And they didn't trade. They didn't guess. They didn't stress. They owned the system. That's not hype. That's math plus patience. Strategy number 2, time beats money every time. Let me show you something schools never emphasized enough. 2 people, both want to invest. Person A starts at 22, investing $200 per month. Person B waits until 32, but invests $400 per month. Double. Both stop at 62. Who wins? The person who started earlier, even though they invested less money total. Why? Because compound interest isn't linear, it's exponential. Money doesn't grow like a straight line. It grows like a snowball rolling downhill. And the earlier you start pushing, the bigger that snowball becomes. The tragedy? Most people don't start because $200 feels small, but small plus decades, dollars massive. Big plus, late tomorrow's average. Strategy number 3, use the tax code. It's built for investors. Here's something that should have been mandatory senior year curriculum. Where you invest matters just as much as what you invest in. Tax-advantaged accounts are quiet wealth accelerators. A Roth IRA, for example. You invest money you've already paid taxes on, but it grows completely tax-free forever. If that account becomes $1 million, you don't owe taxes on the growth when you withdraw it, if rules are followed. Now compare that to a regular brokerage account, where capital gains taxes chip away at returns year after year. That difference over 30, 40 years, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And if your employer offers a 401k match, that's not a suggestion, that's a guaranteed return. If they match 5% and you don't contribute, you're literally declining free money. No stock pick can compete with a guaranteed 100% match. Yet schools never framed it like that. Strategy number 4, asset allocation. Risk isn't the enemy, timing is. Here's another mistake people make. They think risk is bad, but risk isn't the enemy. Unmanaged risk is. When you're 22 or 25, time is your biggest asset. If the market crashes, you have decades to recover. Historically, markets recover, but only if you stay invested. As you approach retirement, the strategy shifts. You gradually add stability, bonds, dividend funds, lower volatility assets. This is called asset allocation. Think of it like flying a plane. Early on, you can afford turbulence. Closer to landing, you want smooth air. But if you never take off, you never reach the destination. Strategy number 5, automate wealth before you see it. This one's simple and powerful. Most people invest whatever is left over. Wealthy builders invest first. They automate contributions. Money moves from checking to investment account before they can spend it. This removes emotion, because emotion is the enemy of consistency. When the market dips, people panic. When headlines scream recession, people freeze. But automation doesn't panic. It just keeps buying. Down markets, you buy cheaper shares. Up markets, your portfolio grows. Either way, consistency wins. The mindset. Shift schools never taught. Here's the real strategy underneath all the others. Stop thinking about investing as getting rich. Start thinking about it as buying freedom. Imagine this. Your portfolio generates $2,000 per month in growth and dividends. That covers rent, or your mortgage, or groceries. Now your job becomes optional leverage instead of survival. You can switch careers, start a business, take a sabbatical, say no to toxic bosses. That's wealth, not flashy cars, not flexing online. Options, and options come from ownership. Why most people still don't do this? Because it feels slow. We live in a world of instant notifications, same-day shipping, viral overnight success. Investing doesn't look impressive in year one, but neither does planting a tree. The magic happens underground first, roots before fruit. And here's something schools never discuss. Inflation is silently taxing your cash. If inflation runs at 3% and your savings account earns 1%, you're losing purchasing power every year. Doing nothing is not neutral, it's negative. Practical next steps. No overthinking. If you're serious, here's what you do. 1. Open a Roth IRA, if eligible, or a traditional IRA through a reputable platform like Vanguard, Fidelity, or Schwab. 2. Choose a target date index fund or an S&P 500 index fund. 3. Automate contributions, even if it's $50 per month. 4. Increase contributions every time your income increases. 5. Ignore daily headlines. That's it. No stock picking, no guessing, no secret hacks, just consistency. One more truth. The biggest mistake isn't choosing the wrong fund. It's waiting 5 more years to start. You can adjust strategy later. You can rebalance. You can learn. But you cannot recover lost time. Time is the only asset you can't earn back. Schools taught you how to pass tests. They didn't teach you how to pass decades. But now you know. You don't need to be rich to start investing. You need to start investing to become rich. Small amounts, consistent action, long time horizon. That's the formula. And if this opened your eyes even a little, subscribe to the channel. Because we're breaking down the financial systems schools skipped. One strategy at a time. Your future self is either building wealth right now or waiting. Choose wisely.